Hello and welcome back to Learning with Liz. For those that haven't visited my channel before, my name is Liz. I am an RE NQT teacher, so I work in secondary schools. Last year I did my teacher training year, and this year I'm a newly qualified teacher. If you've not visited the channel before, be sure to give it a subscribe if you want to hear more content based on how to get into teaching, teacher training techniques and tips, and all of that good business. Those people who are applying for teaching jobs, well done. It is such a rewarding profession. Every day is completely different. You're always on the go, which is so exciting, and you are shaping the future of the future society. So really well done. It's such an exciting step for you to take, and I'm sure you will thoroughly enjoy it. My 5 tips on what to include in your teacher training personal statement. Tip number 1 is that every point and evidence that you back that point up with, I need you to link it directly back to how that would help you in your initial teacher training year. Okay, so for example, if you explain how you've had some work experience beforehand and that has helped you be punctual and demonstrated that you've got great attendance, you need to then link it back to how that you've been able to perfect your time management skills, which will help you in your initial teacher training year when the timetable can be very intense. You've already got that previous experience of practicing your time management skills to help you out. So make sure that every point has a source of evidence, and then that evidence you explain in your own words how that can help you in your teacher training year. Number 2, don't focus primarily on you doing all the teaching, focus on how you can help guide the students. So instead of including things like I will plan well, I will assess well, you need to be talking instead about how the students will learn time management skills as I guide them through this. So this is just great in general because it takes all of the ownership off of the teacher. Obviously it is a part of the teacher's job to help the students, but the main part of teaching is preparing them for real life. So you are there as a scaffold, the teacher. You're not there to do all the work for them. Okay, so if you're using words like I will guide them through this, I will demonstrate this for them, it puts a bit of independence and ownership on the pupil, which is the main thing that teaching is all about, really, preparing the students to have the skills to enable them to thrive and flourish once they leave school. Number 3, let your personality shine through. These people that are reading your all the applications are sifting through a lot of content. You need to make sure that yours stands out, so you play to your strengths. If you are creative, talk about how you've been creative before. So for example, in my personal statement I spoke about my job experience as I was a party princess. So basically I would dress up for children and as like Disney princesses and sing to them, and this was great because it meant that I could sort of channel my inner creativity, dramatic queenness, and also get some experience with children. So if you are a creative, I would definitely talk about why you're creative, how have you been creative in the past. So if you've had like a drama degree, you can, but you necessarily maybe don't want to go into drama teaching, you could talk about how that experience you would want to implement that into your lesson plans. So you could do freeze frames with the kids, or you could do hot seating with the kids, something creative that the kids would enjoy. So play to your strengths, especially if you're creative. That is a great way of talking about what experience you've had, and how you can build on that and put it into your lesson plans to make the lessons fun for the kids. Number 4 is obviously discussing experience that you've had with around children or in schools in general. So if you've had experience, if you've not had experience, you'll need to get experience before your actual teacher training year. So I've been talking to the Sheffield skit because a lot of people have been asking me, like, I've not been able to get into a school, there's currently a pandemic on, like how on earth do I work this out? And what they've been saying to me is that still apply for the courses, and fingers crossed in like January time things will ease off a little bit and hopefully the restrictions will loosen so you're able to then get experience. But everyone is in the same boat, okay? If you've not been able to get experience so far, don't stress. They'll understand that, and fingers crossed they'll have like an alternative method for you to get experience at some point before the upcoming September. But if you have had experience with children before, whether that be like volunteering in a brownies club, it could be at university you had to go into schools to do something, talk about how that experience has made you understand that age group that you're wanting to teach. So whether that be primary school, talk about how that experience with like 8-year-olds has enabled you to understand the best ways to get their attention. If you want to do a secondary school teaching, you can talk about how your own experience, why you wanted to go into teaching. Maybe you had a difficult secondary school experience and you want to make sure that you can make it a positive one for those in the future. Basically, play to your strengths. If you haven't had experience with working with children in the past, what was it? What did you learn from it? And how can that help you in your ITT year? Finally, number 5, talk about your degree, okay? What did you do in your degree? What were your favourite modules? This is basically so the people sifting through the personal statements can understand a little bit more about you as well. So what did you do? What did you enjoy about it? Why do you think that was a useful experience? And how can you link that into your teacher training? So your degree is the important one, okay? That is, you have to get a degree in order to be a teacher. So what did you learn from that? The majority of people might be going straight from university into teacher training, just because in this uncertain society right now they know that teaching is a stable job, so that helps with their mental health stuff. But also teaching is just a great profession in general, so they might be going straight from university into the teaching world. What did you learn from uni? Why did you enjoy it? And how can you link that into your teacher training year? I hope that this video has been helpful for you. So just to recap, number 1, make sure every point and evidence is backed up with how that can help you in your ITT, initial teacher training year. Number 2, don't focus on you doing all the teaching, focus on how you will be guiding the students. Number 3, make sure that your personality shines through. The more creative the better, the more unique the better, which will entice the reader. Number 4 is discuss your experiences that you've had in the past with students or children beforehand. And number 5, make sure you include your degree, what you enjoyed about it, and how that can help you in your teacher training year. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please do comment if you've got any questions or you want me to help you in any other way. And enjoy. Best of luck.